Have you ever wanted to do something that you love, like a hobby, and actually get paid for it? That's actually what I'm talking about today. Is what if you could do that and actually do it in front of a live audience? Now, you may be thinking that may be a little bit too much, and I don't really want to do that. That is okay. This is not for everyone. That's going to be a disclaimer right now. But if you wanted to and actually got paid for it, actually be in the comfort of your own home and still be watched by a bunch of people, which does sound creepy at first, but get paid for it, this might be for you. I'm talking about live streaming. Live streaming is actually a great opportunity for a lot of people to actually have the opportunity to do what they love. Now, the way you do this is a couple different ways. The main ways I'm going to talk to you about, which can be applied to almost every person in every situation, are the first one is a desire. You need a desire to really stream. Now, what I mean by that is you actually need to set aside actual time, actually stream, and actually live stream. If you actually set aside a schedule to live stream, people will actually come back more and more, especially when they know when you're going to be live. Now, for me personally, I'm actually a live streamer and have been for the past 3 years. And I really got into it in the last year, and I really started to learn a bunch of different things. I want to share them with you today. The first, like I said, you need to have the desire. This desire is really important because you will have up and down days, up and down weeks, up and down months. Now, this is really all depending on you on how you're going to basically look at it. You either have a bad attitude at it and think, oh, you're not going to receive anything, or you can actually really try and actually see if you can want to do. Now, also, you don't want to go into just saying, hey, I'm going to earn a lot of money, because frankly, in the very beginning, you won't earn a single thing. Now that you have the desire, you need the gear. Fortunately, without the gear, there's no live stream. The first 2 things you're going to want to need is probably a camera and a mic, which is actually, I have a mic right here, but it's out of the way, so people will actually be able to hear me, and so it's not just in the way of the camera right here. Now, the third thing you're going to want is type of platform you want to stream from and to. Now, I use what's called Streamlabs OBS, or SLOPS for short, which is Streamlabs Open Broadcasting Software. This basically means it's a software that will literally allow you to broadcast from your home to literally the world. Now, this means people will be able to see you all over the world. Now, not until you actually hit go live or start or whatever the button says. Now, there are many different types. You got Streamlabs OBS, you have regular OBS, and you have a couple other options. I will actually link pictures and right here all over the screen. And the other platform you're going to need is the first couple. The one that I personally stream to is Twitch. You have Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and a couple other different ones. These platforms are actually where you will actually stream your video to, so you can actually get it out to the world. Now, personally, I stream to Twitch, but that's only my personal preference. Now, depending on what you're streaming and what time, or really what you're doing, will maybe gear of what platform you want to use, be that YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. This is completely up to you, personal preference. Now that you have a platform, you have the gear, and now you have a desire, you're going to want to now think of how can you earn revenue. Now, this isn't completely up to you, unfortunately. Now, it's only partly up to you. There are 4 main ways that you can actually earn revenue. The first one is donation. Donations is probably one of the first ways you will receive revenue. And that's how you really get started. Your personal viewers, be that 10, 15, 100, 150, 10,000, however many it is, they will most likely donate to you if they really like what you're doing. Now, this means they will literally use their credit cards, PayPal, and actually donate directly to you. Now, for example, if they use PayPal or another service like it, they may use or take 1% of the money, but you still get literally 99% of it. Now, the second way is ad revenue. This revenue is basically saying, hey, I'm hitting a button right now and you're going to get an ad. And because you're seeing this ad, I will get a certain amount of money. Whatever this amount of money is depends on the ad itself. Now, the third way is subscription. Subscriptions are probably the most exponential way to actually receive revenue. This revenue is actually possibly one of the best ways to actually receive revenue. This way, it's really up to you and your viewers on how to do this. Now, the subscription means basically they are paying you to get specific and special items, or for example, emoticons or access to, that are only available to subscribers. Now, the fourth way to receive revenue is actually through sponsorship. Basically, companies coming to you and saying, I will pay you to play this video game or to do this thing or say this thing or sponsor this, or basically say, hey, have a little icon down here at the very bottom saying, hey, we're sponsored by Ubisoft, we're sponsored by Microsoft, we're sponsored by some type of record company, something like that, and say something that they're supposed to say is basically saying, hey, we're sponsored. Now, there are so many different ways to actually become a streamer. Unfortunately, I can't really say exactly do this, do that, and you'll have millions of views. Because every person is different, and you have to find your own specific aura, logo, basically your own specific type of personality. In other words, be yourself. If you follow these three specific things, which the third one isn't really specific at all, because it's ways that you can possibly earn. So basically the first two, have the desire, keep the schedule, get the correct gear, and you don't have to break the bank for it. And then the possible revenue, that's really how you become a streamer. Now, if you want this, go ahead and have the opportunity. Go find your dreams. They're out there waiting for you. Thank you.